All right, so first Phorm athlete search, elite athlete search. I recorded this video about 5 days ago, and for some reason I went to upload it and I thought it was there, and I just came back to look at it and it's not there. So I'm obviously doing this again. But you know, as far as the term athlete, like, I don't know if I'm an athlete. I know that for a 47-year-old dude who has lost 60 plus pounds in a year, I'm a great athlete. But as far as athlete, that by definition, I'm just not sure, But as far as first Phorm elite athlete, I think I fit the bill perfectly, because I think I represent the brand and exactly what you guys want to accomplish, what we want to accomplish. We want to change the world. We want to redefine the fitness industry. And we start by redefining people. And, if Andy wouldn't have done what he did back in 2016, and you guys wouldn't have done this whole thing, then I wouldn't be redefined today. I don't know where I would be. The year started out real shitty for me. January, or I should say New Year's Eve, I got a text message that one of my best friends in the planet was getting airlifted to the hospital. And I got a text on New Year's Day, less than 24 hours later, that they were harvesting his organs. And that was a real shitty deal. Kyle had two young sons, Connor and Brady, right around the same ages as Annie and Jewel are, my two youngest daughters. I've got four total. And I drove from Chattanooga to Iowa for the funeral. I think it was I left on maybe the 4th of January. And while I was driving back on, I don't know, maybe it was the 8th, I was listening to the podcast and just decided that it was time for me to make a change. On January 11th, I signed up for the My Transformation Challenge, and I pretty much have never looked back. I finished runner-up in the first 8-week sprint, and I've been pretty dialed in since. And my story resonates with a lot of people. I've had a lot of people reach out to me via social media, text message, phone calls. People my age group. I'm 47 years old, so people, in my age group that don't necessarily recognize or see themselves in obviously the 20-something, 30-something group of, these CrossFitters, or just these people who, if you looked at, you would call them athletes, but they're people who are lost, who have been in the workforce for some time, who have children, who have had the normal stressors of life, the raising the kids, the job stress, the career stress, the, quote unquote midlife crisis stress, if you will, questioning, is this as good as life gets? That's what I wondered back in January, is this as good as life gets? And I decided that, fuck no, it's not as good as life gets, So I used the first Phorm platform of the My Transformation Challenge to completely change my life from a physical standpoint. And those physical standpoint is correlated, obviously, to the mental standpoint. And, my life has dramatically changed. My children love me more, I believe. There's less of me to love, but they love me more. Annie, my 10-year-old, just says, "Dad, you're just better. You're just better," and I want my story to get out there. I came to the realization about a month ago that, this whole journey that I've been on has been fantastic for me and my close group of people around me, but it's completely fucking wasted if I don't change millions of people's lives because of it. Like, I'll feel like a failure, although I've lost all this weight and gotten great shape, and I think I'm going to win the overall challenge and all that. It is completely wasted if I don't spread it to the world. And that's what I think a first Phorm athlete is. A first Phorm athlete is someone that can go out and can change a shit ton of lives, and that's what I intend to do. So there'll be more of these videos to follow, but I'm not going to say I'll work really hard, because that's just dumb. Like, obviously I'll work really hard. Like, obviously that's what we do, but it's not hard work. It's not work. It's just a joy of life to be able to share my story and to help people. And I'm going to do it through first Phorm, whether it be as the overall transformation challenge winner, whether it be as an elite athlete, whether it be as an ambassador, or whether it be as all those. I'm your guy, and the character and everything involved, I just want to share it with the world. And I want to show people like me, that were struggling in life and that had challenges that we all have, that you can get through it and you can finish strong in life and you can win at all costs, or not at all costs, at no cost. Just a little bit of hard work, a little bit of education, a little bit of humility, and a lot of pride. So I'm your guy.